more. Today, I want to share with you the 15-second testimony. So this is a tool that will hopefully help you find it easier to get into a gospel conversation with people that you meet or people that you know. It is not a full testimony. It is just a snippet that will, as I said, make it maybe easier to get into a conversation about Jesus, but that will also, as you share with others, maybe encourage or help them want to know more, either about your testimony or about Jesus. It's also a way of finding out if other people have their own testimony to what Jesus has done in their life, and what a blessing it is when we can share how Jesus has impacted us and changed our lives. So I do hope that you find this tool useful. Let's get going. All right, so here is an outline of the 15-second testimony. You do want to start out with an introduction. Hi, my name is Janica, if you don't know the person, and ask them if they would like to hear your story. Sometimes you're in a conversation with someone who is struggling with something. You may pray for them, and then you can ask, can I share my story with you? And if they say yes, this is the 15-second devotion that you would share with them. You would start out by saying, there was once a time in my life when, and then you choose two adjectives or phrases that describe the time in your life before you met Jesus, before you put your faith in him, before you crossed the line of faith, put your trust in him and made him Lord. And so it may be, there was once a time in my life when I was lonely, when I was afraid, when I was angry, when I was full of hatred. So it doesn't just have to be words, it could be phrases. When I was struggling with doubt, when I was full of anxiety. So come up with two that describe your life before Jesus, two adjectives, two phrases that describe what you were dealing with, what you were going through, the struggles or the sin that you had in your life. And then you add, but then I met Jesus. He forgave me, and I chose to follow him. And then on the other side of choosing to follow him, you say, then you would say, now my life is full of, if that fits in there, blank. And if you want to add another blank, you can, and blank. It does not have to be the antonym, the opposite of what you put over here. It may be, I was full of selfishness and now I'm unselfish. But it could be, I was full of selfishness and now I think of others or put others first or am more loving. So it doesn't have to be the exact opposite of what you put over here. But it's to show that this is the sin, this is where I was living before. And now I have this. So again, and it doesn't have to be two. It doesn't have to be the complete opposite. It doesn't even have to be two. It could be that you were full of anger and hatred, but now you have peace. Or it could be two, anger, hatred, now I'm full of peace and love. So there is no exact way. That's what I like about this tool, is that it is not completely word for word memorize this. Okay. Finally, you want to end, and the reason I kind of made this line long is because you always want to end with, do you have a story like mine or like this? And that's where you find out if they want to hear more. Maybe they want to know, why were you angry? What was going on in your life? How did you meet Jesus? Or why is your life full of joy? So maybe they want now the expanded version of your testimony, or maybe it's a good way to lead into what I call his story, a gospel presentation of Jesus's story and what he did. They might have, as I said earlier, they might have a story like yours, and then are able to share it with you. And if they don't know a 15-second testimony tool, you can teach it to them as well. So as we conclude, I'm going to share mine. If you haven't seen my short that I posted about a week ago, I'm going to share mine with you. Hi, my name is Jana Kay. Can I tell you my story? There was once a time in my life when I was full of doubt and confusion. But then I met Jesus and he forgave me and I chose to follow him. And now my life is full of hope and complete assurance. Do you have a story like mine? And that is the 15-second testimony. Thank you for joining me. And as I said earlier, I do hope you find this tool useful. And please feel free to share this tool with others, with friends, with family, children, so that we can all to go and make disciples of all nations. Hopefully this tool will make conversation about Jesus easier for you. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we will see you for Monday meditation and our Bible study together. Bye-bye, y'all.